Okay. Well, we've done equations and we've done special equations. And now, kind of the reason that we like solving these with the relation under graphs instead of using nsolve is because nsolve cannot solve these right here. But when we are graphing and we use the relation, it will solve these. And so that's what we want to show you today is not only how to solve it, but how to read it once you do solve it. So we're going to start off with a new document. No, we do not want to save. We don't save. All right, so we're going to go to graphs, which is 2. We're going to hit our menu 3, 2. And then once we're under relation, then we know we can type this in. So we'll go 3x minus 4. Okay, so now we're looking for a less than symbol. So these symbols can be found by hitting the control equals. And you can see they'll pop up. Now, be very careful as you're choosing these. Don't rush through this. Make sure you pick the right one. All right, so it looks like they want the less than symbol, and then 11. Just like with graphs, or with equations, when I hit enter, I might see something and I might not. Okay, in this case I did. And so I'm still going to hit menu 5-1 just to get my answer right here in terms of what the actual number is. But my answer is not x equals 5. Okay, we're dealing with inequalities here. And so when we look at this and we see all this shaded region, we're going to start from our line right here. And the shading's going to the left. So when I write my answer, x, I've got to have the symbol that's pointing to the left, which would be the less than symbol. Then I can come back and put 5. Okay? If there's no equal to bar up here, then there will not be an equal to bar when you have your answer. If you were graphing, and I'm going to do a very, very basic graph here. If there's no equal to bar, we put an open circle, and then in the same way that this was shaded to the left, and my less than symbol points to the left, my arrow when I'm doing this, when I'm creating the graph, is also going to go to the left. And so instead of us having to work all this out and possibly make a tiny mistake, we can graph this, but we do have to make sure that we know how to read this graph. Now, one of the down things is this really should be showing a dotted line right here, and it sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. The dotted line would mean that there's no equal to bar. And for whatever reason, sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. So we have to really go back and look at if we had an equal to bar in the very beginning to know if we had one there. All right, so let's take a look at another one. We'll go Control, Document. We're going to go to Graphs, and then Menu 3-2, get our relation. Okay, so we're going to type in 4 minus x. All right, so I'm looking for the less than or equal to symbol. So Control, want that less than or equal to symbol, and then 3x minus 8. Okay. So once again, when I hit this, I might see something, I might not. Okay. And whether we see a line or don't see a line, we're always going to hit menu 5-1. Okay, so we have our 3 there. But this time, from this line right here, it's going to the right. So when I make my answer, my inequality has got to go to the right, pointing to the right there, which is our greater than symbol. And then 3. All right, so we've got to go back up here. So this is something you don't want to forget. If this has an equal to bar, then we got to make sure we have that equal to bar right there. If we were drawing a graph, just a real simple graph real quick, because it has that equal to bar, then our circle would be closed, it would be filled in. And then if this is pointing to the right, we're shaded to the right, you know that your arrow's going to go to the right when you do your graph. Okay? Take a look at one more. So we'll have a fraction this time, and once again, this can handle fractions. So we'll hit our graphs. There we go. And then menu 3-2. Alright, so we're at our relation. So remember, to get a fraction, you're going to hit Control Divide. That will give you the fraction. So we'll go 4 over 5. Make sure you arrow out. And then x plus 7. Okay, this time we want the greater than symbol. So we'll go Control equals, get our greater than symbol. And then 8x plus 2. So we hit enter. And right here's my line. And you can see the shaded area. I'm going to hit menu 5-1 so I can get my answer. And it's not a very nice answer. I didn't do a very good job of making this a nice, neat problem. And so I'm going to go x. And then all my shaded areas pointed to the left. So, and I should have pointed this out in the last one. Notice this one started pointing to the left, but finished pointing to the right. This one's pointing to the right, now it's finished pointing to the left. And so the inequality symbols can flip. So you've got to make sure that you're choosing the direction of the shaded region. So if this is being shaded to the left, then I need that less than symbol because it's pointing to the left. All right, and then my answer was 0.694. And I say we just don't graph that one. But if we did, it would be an open circle with my arrow going to the left. So this relation feature that we've been working on is really awesome because of the fact that it can handle inequalities. You do have to know how to be able to graph them, even though you can look and see, use this for help. You need to know how to graph them. And you need to be able to look back at your previous symbols to see if there's an equal to bar. So, all right, well, I hope this helps.